boy, just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce.
It's week 11 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He's coming off a week where he lit up the defense and the stat sheets. It's the Vikings and the Broncos on Sunday Night Primetime.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receive.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. It's out, fumble. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You look at this Bronco defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
A gain of 22.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Fields on 1st down. Flushed out right. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. For the Vikings, it's 6-4 now on the year. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This is caught by Addison. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Operating from the gun. Wilson under pressure. They got him again. Marcus Davenport. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Broncos send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's taken at around the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Play action. It's Fields. His throw incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
On 2nd and 10, Fields eluding the pressure right. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fields throwing again. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On play action, Fields steps away to his left. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now Fields, flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Fields taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll fake the jet sweep, and instead give up the middle to Williams. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Wilson to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields being chased out left. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action. It's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Ethan Evans on now to punt.
Ethan Evans in punt formation.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jordan Addison in the offense out for another drive. He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Up the middle, Nwangu. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Second and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Flush to his right. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They snap it to Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back to Nwangu again on 1st down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside. Quarterback tucks it and keeps it. Quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Now Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now it's Wilson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the
Wilson.
39-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Wilson will throw again. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line.
That's another Broncos first down.
Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Fields. That's down the field for Jefferson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
At the 35-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Wilson. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10.
There's Wilson to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week. To try.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Daniil Hunter with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease. I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. And they are going for it. Fields is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Fields. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here caught by Mims. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's good. For on Denver Broncos.
Now Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields flushed out right. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st down, Fields. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 42-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. To throw is Fields. Flush to his right. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now Wilson. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be a third and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Third and long. It's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing again here, Wilson. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich from 10 yards out. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Two-point conversion.
Wilson going to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Pardon, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Play action. It's Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And got his man complete. He's to the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Throwing now is Wilson. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order.
He's got a man complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Flushed out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Here's Wilson. Taking it right down Broadway. Now 1st and goal. Wilson to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
All eyes on Fields. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now Fields steps away toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time.